Good morning all, or whatever time you're watching this. So it may look a little different because I'm using my phone, but I have good reason for doing that. I'm getting ready to go to the very first rehearsal with the band for the performance. So I didn't have to say for the performance, but anyhow, very first rehearsal. But I thought it would be a good time to prank the mister because he had top of my hair yesterday. I tried not to put any product in it, so I washed it and I just plait it up to stretch it out because I want a flat iron it. Them don't understand how this thing does work. So I know that he hates to see these bonnet things. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wrap my hair with this. This is what I'm actually wearing. But then I can put this over it. And I know he ain't gonna like it. I can't wait to walk up. I ain't be able to show his face or anything because when the time I pull up my phone, he can sense that something fishy going down. So what I can do, I can just record it in my pocket and put the phone in my pocket or my bag, because I always have my bag at the front of me, so I can do that and we'll see his reaction. So stay tuned for that. Let me wrap my hair quick first. Y'all have probably seen this a couple of times. I'm so nervous. Got this from Aphrodisiac. So just put it there so you can see the edges a little bit. He's supposed to be coming for 8:30. It is now, check my laptop, 8:28. It's normally early too, so that's why he's hustling. I don't want to be settled. I still have to go and warm it as well. Alright. I will put it on the side that matching because I put it on black. That may not look as bad. Poke it outside. Alright. Yes. I can make it look. Nah, I can't make it look ridiculous. Let me look it look as normal as possible. Yes, we ready. Yeah. Ready like Freddy. I can't wait to see your reaction.
Being puffy at the grand ready. I don't mind you being. Yeah, that way.
Yep.
I don't mind you being. You leaving home, sir?
Yes, what happened? it matching?
That matching?
Yeah.
That matching, but my things I don't want to wear my shoes with the orange. I wear them in matching.
No.
But that matching. Anyhow.
You had to talk about here last night, so I had to cover it.
Right,
I was just pranking you. This is what I'm wearing.
I know you know me. Like all it on, now you're wrong. I know when you think that you can go there. But yeah.
Need it. One second. So we are at the band rehearsal. Nerves are killing, but this is where God breathe. And just not see them in a negative light is because they won't do well. So yeah, just waiting to go on. Probably will film that if we can. And yeah, we'll see. And it's that time to have my shoes. I'm decided about practice these and make sure they don't draw on me. But yeah. In a bit. I had to come to pee, so I do that. I head back down, try to calm my nerves and keep positive thoughts in my head. Getting through with it so far. I just wanted to start and get it over with. But yeah, I'm learning. Again, the mental process is helping. I'm a lot more excited rather than nervous about what it's gonna come. Like, I know what I gotta do. I just gotta do it and trust in what I'm doing. And stop thinking about whatever else I could do to make it better. Being present is a struggle, but again, it should. So yeah, next time you see me, I should be on stage.
That's the second one. I did stand up judges before. Okay, second one. Right, so the fellow who's on, she is too.
All right, time to make my earrings. This is the day before, so I had to get it done. I decided to go with black and silver mixed with a lot of glitter. This is polymer clay, so it is very easy to manipulate, and I love that about it. So what I'm doing here is putting it into my extruder, and at the top of it I will have a circular plate so that I can create a stringed effect, but at the size that I want it to be. So I'm going to extrude now all of this clay, and it will give me that stringed effect as I mentioned. It's going to be done in 2 parts, but you'll see as we go along. So I did the entire set of clay that was inside, and this is how it came out, and this is exactly what I wanted it to look like. Move that aside and onto this glitter number that I am obsessed with, because when the light hits it on its own, it is pretty, but then when the light hits it, like, it is so beautiful to look at. So I'm gonna just roll it out to my desired thickness, and then make the cutouts for what will be the top part of the earring, and you will see that here. Removing the excess now, so you can see those nicely done cutouts, and then I will just smooth out the edges. This makes it easier at the end, so I'll have less sanding to do. No, you know me as a perfectionist, so as much as I got the idea in my head, you know, when it comes to it actually being done, it might look different. So I can't wait till at the end to put it together. I need to assemble it from the start so that I'm sure. And based on that assembly, I decided to shape them a little bit more. If you look up, you can see that I made it a little bit more pointy at the points where they meet. Anyhow, on to the second part. This is the second part, or the second half. The half is 2. The latter half of the earring. I wanted to recreate to some extent the pattern that was within the lace part of the dress. That's lace, whatever. Yes, that part. I wanted to recreate that. So it's like a perfect match and a very unique style. So this is the part of it going in, and I just rolled that all around, and definitely made sure to make the string part stick together so that when I take it up, it doesn't fall apart in my hand. And this is again why I love the material. It's very versatile, and you can get a lot of things done with it that you wouldn't be able to get done with other materials. So after that part, I just made a little marks on it to give it more of that similar effect from the dress. And I did another piece at the bottom. Again, I was going for something long and dangling, a little bit extra but still subtle. That good mix, like just enough. That is what I had envisioned in my head, and I was so happy that I was able to create it and on my own and get that done in good time too. So yes, that's what that part is looking like. Again, I need to assemble it and make sure that we good to go for sure. So just squeeze it, push it, pull it where I need it to be based on how I like it. And yeah, one more part to go and that is the last piece. This is just to give the earring some balance, in my opinion. Had it stopped here, it would have looked a little weird. It wouldn't be bad, but it wasn't what I was going for, or what I like to see in the earring. So this last piece is creating that balance in the earring for me. And just squeeze that on there and we good to go. Do the same thing for the other side. Now it's time to cure and do the final assembling of the earring. So as you can see, it's all stuck together, nothing is falling apart, it is cured, so no wardrobe mishaps won't be happening. Wardrobe mishaps is seen as accessory mishaps, whatever it is, the accessory part is what I mean. And you could see that the glitter has been even more intensified. Love. Anyhow, so yeah, just putting in the jump rings and then put on my earring post. And after that, my earrings will be ready, steady to go for the performance that is coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There's a calm surrender to the rush of day, when the heat of the rolling wind can be turned away. Can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are.
Ooh, so hot. Anyhow, so it is the day after the performance and I am really happy that I am not feeling drained. Normally after performance I feel like, oh my god, yes, it is over. But I've not been really studying it. The most I've been studying is to come and do this and talk about it, and that is for me a big accomplishment. And it is showing that the space that I have been in is working. I have another performance coming up, so I will try to do this, I will do the same thing and see if it is in fact working. This is the first time in about 10 years, because 27 now, 10 years ago put me at 17, which means junior monarch. So yes, this is 10 years since I've been feeling pleased about a performance.
Lay to rest. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best.
No, don't get me wrong, it wasn't perfect. There were some notes that were questionable, but in terms of enjoying it and just being present, as one thing I definitely had to work on, because for a long time, just in life in general, I've been stuck in wanting to prepare for my future and also being motivated by my past, which in a sense is a positive thing, but like with everything, it has its pros and cons. So that I was never really present when I'm doing something. I'm always thinking about what is to come next or how to improve something. And for performance, especially live performance in general, that is not the best way to be, because you could form a disconnect, and I have suffered every sort of disconnect when it comes to like performances. I'll probably talk more in depth about it in another video, but just for this performance I'm feeling really pleased. And it was funny that people asked me as it was coming off the stage like how it went. I don't usually get that question, but I had like 3 people ask me how it went, so I was able to express that it wasn't perfect, but I feel good, and that's a big deal for me. That's a really big deal for me. So I will continue to put myself in this space as relates to any sort of performance or presenting myself, because when it comes to my introversion, that's another thing that I have to deal with too. So I will explain everything in another video, probably to go more in depth, so you will understand what I have been going through and why this is such a big deal for me. But I pat myself on the back for this one, and I feel really good and more optimistic about what is to come and whatever God has in store for me. So yeah. Oh, by the way, remember my bottle of mousse? Look at where it is. I left it in the bag, and clearly it was being pressed on, and all of it ended up in the cap I had on my head to keep my edges down. So from a full bottle of mousse, this is all I have left. I am pleased because this is $16 and I only got $4 worth or less. I ain't pleased at all. I do my hair once. All I did was to twist the ends. But yeah, apart from that, I just can't take on them things. You will go mad. Feeling really good. Probably still sold it 10 times, but yeah, I'm feeling really good. I didn't get to do my nails. What's the other things I didn't get to do? I didn't get to do my nails. I know I was saying I was going to plait a braid. That clearly didn't work out either. And as you saw, I ended up using the black dress. But everything else went to plan, and I am pleased about that performance. I know what else I have to work on, but in terms of my mental space, physical too, because they both go in tandem to some extent, I am pleased. Thank you very much for going on this journey with me. It was fun. It was fun. I'm looking forward to, as always, what else is to come. Until then, I'll see you in the next video.